Hi, fantastic 4th and 5th graders. Miss Tisdale is here and I'm back again with a new lesson. And this week we are going to be focusing on historical nonfiction texts. So like the California Gold Rush that we were reading before the school closure, that is a historical nonfiction text. We are going to be reading a passage on the Great Wall of China. All right, so this is your learning goal for this week. You will be able to read a historical text about the Great Wall of China and identify key details in the text that support cause and effect within the text using close reading strategies. What is close reading? We have been doing close reading and we were focusing on it before the school closure, but this is just a review for you guys, okay, to help you with your work. So what is close reading? Reading a text multiple times to really understand it. All right, so what do close readers do? They annotate a text, they read with a purpose, they learn new vocabulary, they summarize to answer questions, they gather evidence and use that evidence, they talk about the text, and they read the text at least 3 times, right? So close reading is really important because if you just read a text one time, the chances are you're not really going to understand it to the fullest. So you really have to dig deeper, okay? I read texts multiple times to help me to understand them. So this is your assignment, okay? Step 1 is this. You're going to use close reading strategies to jot the gist of each paragraph. Remember, jotting the gist is the biggest point of the paragraph. Then you're going to identify 2 words that you don't know and use context clues to figure out the meaning. Context clues are hints that an author gives you, okay, to help define a difficult or unknown word. The clue may appear within the same sentence or in the following sentence, all right? So look for those clues to help you identifying unknown words. You're going to identify 2 words that you don't know, and then you're going to use context clues to figure out what you think they mean. That is your step 1. Your step 2 is you are going to read the text a second time and use close reading strategies to identify cause and effect relationships. So a cause is why something happened. Okay, the cause is why something happened. Effect is what happened as a result of the cause. You already have the causes, okay, for you. They're already written there. Your task is to figure out what the effect was. So you're going to go back into that text, use your close reading strategies, and figure out the effect. So I'm going to read the passage for you, and then you are going to go back. I'm going to send over the passage and the graphic organizers for you to complete. So that's your task. This is part 1 of the assignment, and then on Wednesday, I'm going to do a part 2, which is going to be a writing part, all right? So you'll have a writing prompt that you need to answer for the assignment. But this is part 1. So let me read for you, but first, let me just show you this little anchor chart, okay, that is going to help you. Historical text. What is a historical text? It's a text about events that happened in the past, just like the California Gold Rush, okay? That was a text about events that happened in the past, and we learned all about that and why it happened. What was the cause? What was the effect? Okay? And it involves cause and effect relationships. So cause is why something happens. As a result is the effect. What happens? All right, so some examples are the Civil War. life in ancient Rome, the Titanic, slavery in the 1800s, all right? And also, the texts we're reading today and the California Gold Rush are examples of historical nonfiction texts. So let me read the text for you. So then you'll be able to complete your assignment. So the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is considered to be one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. A list of some of the world's most famous and spectacular monuments or structures made by human hands. Millions of people visit the Great Wall of China each year, making it China's most popular tourist attraction. So, what makes the Great Wall of China so great anyway? Most people will point to the massive size of the wall to explain its greatness, as the wall is over 13,000 miles long in total. If someone drove a car across the wall at a normal speed of 60 miles per hour, it would take that person over 210 hours to get from one end to the other. The Great Wall is really a collection of walls that were built and added to over the centuries, beginning over 2,000 years ago, designed to help protect China from being attacked or invaded by its northern enemies. The Great Wall contains thousands of lookout towers that allowed soldiers to keep an eye out for trouble. In fact, entire towns were built along the wall in order to house soldiers. That way, the soldiers would be nearby in case of a surprise attack. If a massive and intimidating wall wasn't enough, moats were also dug along many sections of the wall to keep would-be attackers away. These deep ditches, which were filled with water, prevented invaders from gaining easy access to the wall. The materials used to build the wall included anything that was nearby and usable, including dirt, stones, cement, and eventually bricks. It has been estimated that millions of people worked on the wall over the years, many of them forced to work due to slavery or criminal behavior. The work was dangerous, and many people died during the building process. Today, historians are working to preserve the parts of the wall that remain and to protect the wall from further damage so that people can experience the greatness of the Great Wall of China for generations to come. And right here, that is a picture of the Great Wall of China. All right, so your assignment is to reread that text and to go back, and your first step is each paragraph you're going to jot the gist, okay, the biggest point. Then you are going to identify 2 words that you do not know and what you think they mean. And then your step 2 is to look at the cause and then go back and write what the effect of that cause was in your graphic organizer. All right? So just a fun fact, when I was in middle school at Peck, one of my assignments was I had to make a replica of the Great Wall of China, and I used sugar cubes to do it. So you could make a replica of the Great Wall of China using materials in your house, anything that you have. I use sugar cubes, but there's so many different materials that you could use. So that could be a challenge for you, okay? So that's an extra credit extra credit points are for you to come up with a replica of the Great Wall of China, all right? So look at pictures online, using materials from your house. Like I said, I use sugar cubes, so be creative, right? Use an open mind. All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You got this. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Miss Tisdale out. Bye, guys.